Well, we don't just play video games, Jose and I also watch movies, and sometimes we like to watch movies right after we play video games, or vice versa, and that's what we're talking about today. Great pairings, great games, great films. Jose, what do you got?
Well, my friend, I have probably one of the greatest pairings known to mankind. The movie in question that always gets me excited anytime I watch this movie. It could be in the middle of the day, I could be exhausted at night and it just happens to be on and I won't be able to not watch it because it's there. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I thought you were going to go with Sleepless in Seattle. Awesome, Raiders is killer.
I mean, come on, everybody who is anybody who loves movies has to have this movie in their top 25 of movies of all time. It's one of the greatest movies ever made.
I don't think you're going to get any argument at Reviews on the Run. In fact, you're probably going to get, I think Victor Lucas just, he's cheering right now.
I think is he in costume?
Yeah,
That's
he's
just
cheering.
awkward. This is still one of the best movies, even 30 years after it came out. This movie still is one of those rare finds that holds up to this day, especially now that it's out on Blu-ray and you can see it in all the 1080p high definition quality it deserves.
Beautiful, Marcus. I can get it. I got it all figured out.
You can't go wrong with it. He's stealing this idol. There's this crazy ball sequence that comes after him, which gets me to my game in question. A game quite like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I don't like the look on your face. I feel like I know where this is going.
Where it's going.
Oh, man.
A guy going through and collecting treasures, giant ball rolling after him after you collect the golden idol. It's Spelunky, my friend.
Oh, man.
Everybody knows that I love Spelunky, and anytime I can sneak it back into the show, I will. And now he is back in my double feature segment. Come on, man. You know you love this game.
I love Spelunky, but I think you've hit your Spelunky quota.
I've only played it 1,500 times.
You're only allowed to talk about Spelunky 6 times a year, and I think you've already done it.
Look at Spelunky himself. He looks like little Indiana Jones.
It's true.
He's got his hat on. He's got his whip. Hates snakes. Snakes always killing him. I mean, come on. This is a perfect pairing when talking about games similar to movies.
It absolutely is. I agree with you. I'm tired of you talking about Spelunky, but I'm not tired of playing Spelunky. I still love going back to this game. Every once in a while, I'll see you playing on an Xbox Live, and I've got to hop in and try it too. I'm not anywhere near as good or as accomplished at that game as you are, but it's still a lot of fun. Well, I've got 2 choices that are also very cool, although definitely not quite as exciting in terms of their action, but they're very intense. So a game I've been playing a ton recently, you've been playing it a lot, it's one of the best games of the year, it's The Last of Us. Incredibly emotionally engaging, it's exhausting, it's a lot of fun, it's really intense. I love this game, and every time I finish playing The Last of Us, I'm thinking of a film, and that film is called Children of Men, which came out a couple years ago. This was an incredible movie. A lot of people really loved it. I don't know if a ton of people saw it. And I think this movie and this game share so many interesting elements in common. Obviously, in both the film and in the game, you play a protagonist who has to take care of a girl who is sort of the hope of humanity.
We're smuggling her?
Both of these have worlds that are so tense. It feels like the world of The Last of Us is held together by dental floss. Like at any moment, everything could come crashing down.
Or
No, bad, like no name brand dental floss. Like you just find it on the ground dental floss.
you don't want that in your mouth.
Cheap dental floss.
How many bullets do you have left?
They're gonna kill us.
What other choice do we have?
We jump.
And likewise, The Children of Men just feels like it's got such a tension to this world. It feels like it's spiraling out of control at any moment. But both of them share a really engaging emotional quality where it's about finding hope in the face of hopelessness. It feels like you've got to hang on to some sort of humanity in these worlds where humanity is pushed to its brink. And both of them just, I feel, are so complementary. I actually watched Children of Men the other day, and at the end of it, I was like, I'm ready to go play The Last of Us. Same thing happened. I played The Last of Us, and I'm ready to go watch Children of Men.
And it's just a never-ending cycle. That's all you've done in the last like 6-7 days.
Back and forth between the two. I'm a wreck because that's exhausting. It's really tiring.
That's a whole lot of Clive Owen.
Were your parents in New York when it happened?
And I gotta say, even though I give you hell about Spelunky, it's a great choice, and that and Indiana Jones is a killer pairing as well.
Thanks. Well, your pairing was pretty damn good. Now I want to go play and watch these movies and games.
You know what I think is the best pairing of all?
Ben and Jose.
Nailed it.